Boys, if you want a tip of an absolute TikTok page that is pure banter, check out the admin that are in charge of the Paralympics TikTok page. They're brutal. They take the piss. They take the piss like it's a spoof page, but it's actually the Paralympics admin. Some of the music they put over when disabled people are doing mad shit. And then they did one where a disabled basketball player got hit in the face and stuff they just take the piss. And it's funny.
But is it one of the things we feel like, should I laugh or should I not?
It's like you'd laugh at it, right? And then you look down and you see that it's got the blue tick next to it and you're like, fucking hell, this is their actual Paralympics page. Anyway, the Paralympics starts on Thursday, don't they?
Is it reminiscent of like the Chris Benoit joke that you told and you think, I shouldn't really laugh at that, but it's too funny not to?
Yeah, but I'm not Chris Benoit's admin.
Oh, no. Well, I'd be worried if you
know
are.
What I mean?
When did you say it starts?
I think the Paralympics starts on Thursday.
When do you fly out?
You're better than that, mate. You're better than that.
He's not.
Yeah, he's not. So yeah, there's that. That was good. Did you watch the Olympics?
Caught bits of it.
Did you?
Got a bit into the swimming.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the swimming and the athletics, but everything else is just made up in it.
I watched random stuff because I didn't sit down to watch any of it. So I caught bits in skateboarding, BMXing.
Did you watch the
stuff
breakdancing?
like that? And I actually quite like that.
Did you?
Weird stuff, but I like it.
Were you the Australian breakdancer?
Oh gosh, she was hilarious.
That was a disgrace.
Yeah.
That's an absolute disgrace. They've dropped breakdancing for the next Olympics. Did you know?
Did they?
They've dropped it.
The thing is, though, it should be massive now. She'll go on to do loads of things on the back of that.
There is that. There's no such thing as bad press.
No,
it's a little bit like that, isn't it?
She'll be all over. She'll be in demand.
They've brought in lacrosse for the next Olympics.
That's pretty posh, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that lacrosse and things like squash are not in the Olympics, but breakdancing is an embarrassment.
Do you know what? I don't agree with stuff like football and tennis being in the Olympics and things like that. Because I think they're global enough with their own competitions.
But for amateurs and under 21s and stuff developmental.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
But in golf, the best players in the world go to play golf at the Olympics. It's weird.
Yeah.
Same as tennis, isn't it? Because you had Nadal and
yeah.
But that's the thing, they go for no reason because some countries don't even give them anything if they win a gold.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with it. I just think it's a bit weird.
Yeah. Well, it's about to get weirder because the Paralympics starts on Thursday. It's made up, innit? We're not going to get into this because we'll get cancelled. But
and I don't want to get cancelled because we're starting to get some traction.
Yeah, the Paralympics.
Yeah, stop saying it. Stop.
It's a great watch. It's fab. It's a fantastic watch.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back into it.
So, season 4, episode...
That was very whole, that wasn't it?
What the fuck do you want me to say? Sorry.
So,
here we are, season 4, episode 6 of
did
Golf
this joke
Goes.
last time.
Well, what the fuck do you want me to do? It sounds the same all the
Don't
time.
just keep saying the same jokes, mate.
Season 4, episode 6, we're talking initially...
No wonder I was 55 for comedy.
Fucking hell, I'm trying to fucking speak.
Why do you have to do 3-4 takes of your intro every time?
Because you talk over it like a pair of cunts.
Right, okay, let's count you back in.
No, sorry, I don't need counting in.
Let's count you back in.
Take 2.
Take 7.
It will be take 7 if you don't shut your fucking mouth.
Shut your fucking mouth.
You shut your fucking mouth.
When did you wake up?
I don't know. Ride the wave, mate. Carry on. Let's go.
Tumbleweed.
So, season 4, episode 6. Initially, we're talking all things Liverpool. And, guys, I want to know, what are your opinions of Arne Slot?
I mean...
Fucking great audio for the pod, that.
Big exhale. Inhale. What do you want to call it?
Yeah. He's a bit like genital warts. He's growing on me. He is growing on me, though. I'm like I said, I'm still not over Klopp fully, but I've listened to a few interviews now to get my vibe on Slot, and there's a few things that he said where I'm like, I like that. That makes sense. I think we're going to get more. I think we're going to get more clinical football from Liverpool eventually. I think we'll turn into more of a passing possession team than we will that all out, hit them on the counter, all out pace and risk getting done at the back. I think It might take 6 months, but I can see where he's going with it. We went to we'll talk a little bit about it. We went to Anfield a couple of weeks ago to watch a Liverpool friendly, and they were excellent against Sevilla. Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Sevilla for our French people in the audience. But I think that's the direction we're going, which is more technical possession style football. And I think that's where we'll go. And I think you'll see players that are more technical get more game time.
I'm still not sure at the minute. I think a little bit of what you said there in terms of not over the sort of Klopp departure. I think we were spoilt with Klopp in terms of the way he was on the camera, with the team, the hugs, all that kind of sort of that family atmosphere we had, which obviously you're not going to get that from Slot. You're not going to go around hugging people because even if that was his style, after Klopp, you can't do that anyway because it just looks like you're trying.
Yeah, you can't win.
You
if you went around hugging people like
stop.
Is Klopp light?
So it's real difficult, I guess, for him to do all that. But I think we're spoilt with Klopp, so it's going to take a little bit of time to sort of adjust to the way he is because he's so different.
You've almost gone from the most optimistic of us to now the most pessimistic.
Because if you take all that out of it, I think the football inside, I think we actually look better with the ball. Even after the first 2 games, we've obviously not conceded in the first 2 games, whereas last season we was conceding and then winning games. So
Ipswich and Brentford, though.
I know, I get that, and we'll be tested more against the bigger teams. But I think that's a positive start in a positive way. So I think, like you say, we'll be more clinical.
This will drop after the Man United game. So what a performance that was when we smashed them 6-0.
We never play well against United.
No,
apart from when we beat them 4-5-7.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm talking the last couple of years where we're clearly better than them, and then we'll go get beat by them or draw 0-0 with them. And just go grab that game by the scruff of the neck and win.
Them games, anyone can win. Don't matter about form, does it? Don't matter about where you are in the league.
Yeah. I mean, that's generally what happens in a football match, mate. Anyone
it's
can
not
win.
though.
What I will say about Liverpool is it's this big topic around the big 3 that are out of contract this summer, which is Van Dijk, Trent, and Salah. Me personally, I think Salah will go. I think Trent will go, and I think Van Dijk will probably stay on till the end of his career. Yeah, I think Trent and Salah will be the ones to go. I think Salah's destined for Saudi for like 500 million.
Audi? Is he F1 next year?
Ambassador.
Is he going to Sevilla?
And controversial opinion, because everyone I speak to like, no, he'll stay on, he'll become club captain, he'll become lifelong person of the club. I think the lure of going to Real Madrid for Trent with Bellingham when Carvajal's 34, I think... You can't. He's done everything at Liverpool.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I think I'm less fussed about Van Dijk and Salah. Like if they go at the end of the season, fine. We've had a really good run with both of them. You know, they're of that age now where they're sort of becoming towards retirement stage. So I'm less concerned about them too. If they go, they go. I'd be more gutted about Trent because he's in his peak.
Do you only feel that way because Trent's age? Because actually, right now, I would say Van Dijk and Salah would be bigger losses than Trent because you just slot Bradley in there. But I get what you're saying because Trent's young and the other 2 are pushing, early 30s.
I think Van Dijk and Salah will stay and Trent will go.
Do you reckon Salah will stay?
Yeah,
I don't think Salah will stay. Definitely,
I don't think Salah
he was
will
really
stay.
gone last year, wasn't he? And then
but he didn't get. It was obvious that he didn't get on with Klopp. You could see he didn't get on with him. And look at when Trent got taken off against Brentford.
He didn't look happy, did he?
He was in a sulk. He was whatever. He was.
Slot went to the bench and said something to him.
Yeah.
Something like, there's bigger fish to fry. We've took you. Do you know what I mean? You're 2-0 up. The game's gone.
Exactly. That's what disappoints me about Trent really, because as like I say, as club vice captain, as a scoutser, he should be thinking in the back of his head, this game's done that I'm playing now. We're 2-0 up. Yeah. I'm not needed to be on this pitch.
He's been at the Euros. He probably had a proper break.
Yeah,
exactly.
As a pro.
You don't want to get taken off.
No, of course not. You don't want to get taken off.
You can be disappointed about being taken off, but I think when you visibly show it like that, it just makes you look petulant.
And he's got a face, I agree. He had a face like a slapped ass when Jota was trying to make him laugh and stuff. He had a face like a slapped ass.
He's too big for the club. That disappoints me.
And that's the issue where I think I'd be less bothered if Trent went compared to the other 2.
But then it's losing that talent, isn't it? Because if he's one of a kind, is Trent. He's not really a right back. He's not really a midfielder. I get that. So where you play him is kind of still up for debate. But in terms of technically with the ball,
your best defender in the Premier League?
in terms of his ability, like if I was thinking of a squad, I would absolutely take him.
I think anyone
because
would.
his passing is unbelievable. Some of the passes in the first 2 games that he's played, when you hear a commentator start going, "Oh my god!" like like amazement in terms of a pass.
Yeah.
That kind of talent you have to keep, and that's why I'm thinking I'm less likely about more about the other two, because as great as Salah is, as great as Van Dijk, and I get it'll be a loss there, but I think we need to start to get to a point where we've got Diaz, we've got Jota, we've got the likes of Elliott and people like that. Gakpo, all young forwards. If we need to start making room for them.
Elliott in the forward.
I agree.
He isn't, but he always comes on that left wing, doesn't he?
Elliott can't replace. If you're having Harvey Elliott replace Salah in that position,
I'm not saying he's going to out and outright replace Salah for his goals and his assists and contributions and stuff. But
I think as far as Trent's concerned, what you said about Real Madrid, Chris, is absolutely spot on. If he's going to Real Madrid, the law of Real Madrid, not Barcelona, not Bayern Munich, Real Madrid is where people want to play. And you've got Mbappe there, you've got Vinicius Junior, his mate Bellingham's there, and you're thinking,
Trent going to Madrid almost feels like Beckham going to Madrid.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I mean?
And them types of players, there's only one club left you can go.
Exactly.
Everyone else would be classed as going down, even if you went to Bayern or Barca. Now that's classed as a step down.
Yeah.
So you can only go from Liverpool or Man United to Madrid.
And he won't go anywhere else in England.
No, and it just fits like his best mate is at the club.
Yeah.
Like, he's thinking, if Carvajal was 27, you could argue Carvajal's a better player than Trent defensively. So he wouldn't want to go there and sit on the bench. But the fact that Carvajal's, 33, 34...
Yeah. And the way they play... Yeah. You don't need a defensive-minded right back.
You've got the ball 80% of the time.
Yeah, of course. Right.
Him feeding Mbappe and Vinicius Junior up top with his passing and Rodrigo.
I would say it's a little bit like, so nowadays it's a bit different, whereas like Gerrard changed his mind at the last minute because Gerrard was off to Mourinho's Chelsea, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Trent needs to follow through and go to Madrid.
Yeah.
Because
or just sign a new deal.
But don't sign. I mean, you've done everything. Yeah, so you want won 1 Premier League, you've won 2.
Yeah,
Great.
but even still, right? You either he knows what he wants to do. Either says, right, I'm leaving, or I'm signing a new deal. Come out and say it. Fuck the speculation. Just come out and say, I am staying, or I'm leaving.
Yeah,
Done.
but what if the deal ain't been made between the clubs yet?
You don't have to. It's free.
It's all. Yeah, but it's all a massive chess game because Trent were thinking, I don't want to seem desperate to Real Madrid that I want to go there because that might halve my fucking wages.
Yeah, but then he's going to come January. He's open to talk to foreign clubs anyway.
You know,
he can talk to them. So all he's got to do is wait out until January. A deal gets done in the background. No one knows about it. There's still speculation.
Yeah,
suddenly comes
what
out
I'm
with
saying is think about it logically, right? So as someone who employs people in my work, right, if I get the sense that someone is desperate to work for my organisation, I'm offering you bottom band because I know you need to come. And I know you want to come. Whereas if you're like, if I think, God, they interviewed great, their CV was
really
great,
need him in my team.
And they're like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to come across, you start offering more money.
The thing is, though, as far as Trent's concerned, he'd probably go to Madrid and get minimum 150 grand a week. Minimum.
Without royalties.
Yeah, without anything else. Minimum 150 grand a week. And if that's what they offer him, he's not going to turn it around and say no because he wants 175. He'll turn around and say, yeah, all right then, and back himself to get a bigger deal on the second one.
Yeah. Bellingham's on 340,000 euros a week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wild.
Going back to when you were talking about salary caps earlier, that's where I think there needs to be a cap, where I think any player in the world, you can only get a maximum amount of X, whatever that is, because I think when you start giving people 400, 500, 600 grand a week, it's just stupid. It gets stupid in the sport. But that's where I think there should be a salary cap, not to sort of like in terms of finances. It's just to level head the sport because the sport is becoming the wages too big.
Yeah, and I think if you look over here, for example, Haaland rumoured to be on 800 grand a week, but he's going to lose 40% of that. So really, he's only getting what, 450.
No, that's not much, is it?
Which even still...
He'll actually lose 45% of the majority of that.
Well, yeah.
Because once you earn over 150 grand, you pay 45% tax.
Well, so he's probably going to be sitting on 425, 450.
It's a lot of the, a lot of the reason why we don't attract the very, very best, like Messi and Neymar in his time and stuff. Like they don't want to pay 45% tax on their wages. So that's wild.
Just I've got that thing. So about Liverpool and about Slot.
Yeah.
There was an interesting thing that came up on Sky Sports the other day, and it was about Liverpool's profiling of players that they've signed under Michael Edwards, so obviously who's back at the club. So I'm just going to run some names by you and let me know what you think based on the fee and how old you think they were when we signed them. So we got Salah in 2017 for 39.5 million. How old was he?
26.
Yeah.
25 he was. And he's what, 33 now? Comes 33.
What an unbelievable... Just on Salah, by the way, what an unbelievable player in the Premier he's been.
Stat machine.
Absolute
stat machine.
I won't go through all these, but in comparison, Oxlade-Chamberlain, 40 million.
He must have been
25.
27.
He was 24.
Was he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And that's the thing, we bought Oxlade-Chamberlain for more than Salah.
At the time, Salah was a nobody, wasn't he? At least Ox had been in the Prem for a number of years.
Like Van Dijk was
English tax.
Van Dijk was 26 when we got him.
75, wasn't he?
75 million. Yeah. Fabinho, 24 when we got him. 43 million. What a bargain he was.
Yeah, he was.
When you think about that, we've bought some shit. The next two didn't turn out. Naby Keita and Shaqiri.
I think Shaqiri did a solid job, but Naby Keita was so underwhelming, wasn't he? Because he had so much promise.
He was injury prone as hell, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Alisson was 25 when we got him for 67 million.
Remember that game, that Roma game where Salah score a hat-trick or something against him?
Yeah.
But absolutely battered him.
Elliot was 16 when we got him. He seems to have been around forever. The only player that we've signed that's over 26
Thiago
was Thiago.
29, wasn't he?
Yeah.
When we got him.
But Jota was 23 when we got him, 45 million.
I didn't like that signing when we got Jota, by the way.
Did you not?
When he came, I thought, what the fuck are we buying him for?
I
didn't get it.
I don't know if he had enough for that top level.
But he's amazing, isn't he?
He's great.
He's unbelievable.
Konate was 22 when we got him, and Luis Diaz 25 when we got him.
I think it's a similar, very, very similar blueprint to most of the big clubs now, which is you buy young for longevity. You're wanting a player thinking, I want this player at this club for 5, 6, 7 years if they work out.
And I think that's what Edwards is going to bring. And I know people are saying, "Oh, we've not signed anyone," and which we haven't. And probably it'll be done by this time because transfer window shuts on the 31st of August. But
goalkeeper
Mamardashvili, he's 23.
Excellent sign. He was great in the Euros.
Yeah.
I said this in the group. What's that group, boys? But that Mamardashvili looks like he's about 6'10" in the goal.
Yeah.
He's massive.
Yeah.
And if he can, I know he's gone back to Valencia, hasn't he, for the rest of the season. But when he comes in next year, if he can work with Alisson for a couple of years,
Yeah.
I think that's in the Kelleher.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
I also don't think Mamardashvili. I don't think he'll want to wait 3 years. Like if you said to him, you're going to go out on loan for a year and then you're going to come and be number 2 for 2 years.
Nah.
I don't think he would have signed. I think he's been told Alisson's got 2 years left on his deal.
Yeah, his deal's 2027.
I think Alisson will go after his deal ends.
Yeah.
Might want to go back to Brazil. A lot of South Americans like to go home, don't they?
Yeah.
So that might happen. But it's a great signing, Mamardashvili.
Yeah, and look, if we'll get a number 6 or we'll get another player. It might not be in the summer, might be in the winter, but we'll get a number 6 or another one of those type of players. And I never worry about the profile of player that Liverpool are going to sign. I don't think, we're linked with so-and-so. Oh, God, they're shit. I never think that. I'm always confident.
I also
in the
don't
players
mind
that we
us not
sign.
signing players as well because I'd rather us sign the right players. I hate it when people start to panic buy. And we think, we need somebody. We need to bring somebody in to get the fans happy. And then you bring somebody in for like 30, 40 million and they're just absolute trash.
My other question,
I don't mind it.
My other question was, and we spoke about this a little bit earlier, just before you came, was realistically, who would you sign for Liverpool?
I wouldn't sign anyone. I wouldn't sign anyone because we've got a stronger squad than Arsenal.
Oh, 100%.
It's just that they've got they just slightly edges with a starting 11 just because they're probably better defensively than us. But I wouldn't sign anyone because we've got two players in every position. We have, haven't we? We've got 2 players in every position where if they came in, you'd be like, I'm absolutely fine with that. Like I said, there's been rumbles about a number 6.
Gomez leaving.
Yeah, you've got Gomez who probably wants to go out because he wants to play regularly. Yeah. But we've got players in every position, so I wouldn't be like you say. I wouldn't get desperate to go out and get anyone.
Not at all.
If Gomez goes though, do we need another centre back? Because at the minute, we've got Quansah, Konate, Van Dijk, Gomez.
I don't know if they'll let Gomez go until January unless we've got someone lined up to come in.
I was going to say because to have just them 3 in centre back would leave you massively exposed.
But this sort of feeds into that agenda of if you let Gomez go, he's a good player, utility player. But if Arne Slot's moving towards this, I want technical players in my team. That's where Gomez struggles because technically it's probably the weakest part of his game. He's not technically that good, is he? So I think Slot will move, let them type of players go.
Because he's got no allegiance to any of them. Come into a new club. If they want to leave, he'll say, all right, see you later.
I think he said that in an interview.
Cavalier said, I don't want to sit on the bench. See you later. Off you go to Brentford.
I think Slot said that because there was people been asking like, what's going to go on with Trent, Van Dijk and Salah, and he was almost like, look, if they want to leave, they'll leave the football club. Like, there's nothing I can do. They're all in the last year.
Yeah.
We'll just succession plan. So it is what it is, and I think. Yeah, things need to evolve, don't they?
Do you know where I think we might need to buy then? Because I think Darwin will go soon. I don't think Slot's a fan of him, and I think he will end up leaving. So I still think we could probably do with a player of his type up there.
A number 9?
Yeah.
Pacey.
A proper...
Runs the lines.
Yeah, a proper out-and-out striker. Because at the minute we're playing Jota up there, which I don't think centrally is his best position. I think he's better coming off the wing.
Might go in and get Isak.
Isak would be a great player because he's fast, he's technically great, he knows where the goal is.
The problem with that is, besides Isak, realistically, and Isak's not realistic.
Would you take Watkins?
No.
Did you watch Watkins yesterday?
Yeah.
And I said this to my mate who was a Villa fan.
Too inconsistent.
That's why the top, because you think to yourself, oh, Watkins had a good season. That's why the top clubs have not come in for you.
Yeah.
Because you need 3 chances to score 1. And the top clubs don't want that.
No.
So I think Watkins is not good enough to play for a top team.
If you put Isak in that Liverpool or the Arsenal or Man City team, if Haaland's not there, he's deadly.
He is goals, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is goals.
He would be great.
He is money.
Money.
Absolute money. Yeah.
Cool. Right, we'll have a break there. Back for part 2 because we're just going to chat Champions League, and then Chris has got some other little games to play. So we'll see you in part 2.
Bye.
Anyway, we're back for part 2.
Do you know what though? This is one of those things, right? So I put my slippers on the stairs because I wanted to bring them here.
Yeah.
I went to the stairs as I was leaving the door. So
She'd moved
where's my slippers? Oh, they're back upstairs. Why? Why have you put them upstairs? They were there for a reason.
Yeah.
Now I've got to go upstairs and get my slippers.
Mate, why would you bring slippers? You're not a 65-year-old man.
Because I couldn't be asked to put socks on, and I didn't want my trotters out. So
I agree. We shot
slippers.
Pods here when you two both had your fucking
it's
hooves
weird,
out,
isn't it?
mate.
When did I have my hooves out?
Honestly, you two look like you've got gynecomastia. Anyway, we'll move on.
What the fuck is gynecomastia?
Spell it.
Gyno. Camastia.
Anyway, Bullis, we're back.
I mean, I've been sat waiting for about 10 minutes, listening to stories about why people are tired. Anyway, part 2, Champions League's back.
Yeah,
or will be
I'm
back.
excited about this.
New format.
I'm not excited about that though.
Why?
I think it kills it a little bit.
I don't fully understand it, so if there's anyone in the know, then please let me know. My understanding is
in the know.
My understanding is
8 games.
It's a game. It's a league with 32 teams in.
Yeah.
Yep.
You play 8 games. It could be against anyone.
Yeah.
Are you seeded? So, for example, Real Madrid can't play Bayern, Liverpool, Man United. Well, they can't play Man United, can they?
The bigger teams, so your Real Madrid and your teams at the top will play 1 or 2 of the bigger teams. Yeah.
Yeah, you see,
and then they'll play the easy games.
Top 16 straight through to the last 16. Is that correct?
No.
Or is it the top 8 straight through?
It's the top 8 straight through.
9 to 24, they playoffs round to get into the last 16.
Yeah.
Does the teams who have aired as well, the teams that are 25th to 34th,
done.
Nothing. No drop into Europa League, you are out.
The teams that get knocked out of the playoff go into the Europa League.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. So, yeah,
I like it, and I'll tell you why I like it, because the games at the end, if generally in the past, if you look at round 5 and 6 of the Champions League group stage, if you've got 2 big teams and 2 shit teams, the last 2 games mean nothing because the top 2 teams will already be through.
Yeah.
Whereas every game here is going to make a difference because you're not going to get a massive drop-off between the top 8 and 9 and 24 to 25. So every game is going to mean something. It's going to mean qualifying for the playoffs, so it's going to mean automatic qualification. It's going to mean something. And although it's like the European Super League, which they didn't want, I think it's going to be a better format.
We'll see how it goes.
As long as we win it. I'm not bothered.
Well, I mean, that ain't going to happen, but, you know.
Well, you never know. What was the thing last time? There was a stat one the last time City won the Community Shield, because they haven't won it for years, have they? Liverpool won the Premier League.
I mean, that's a sketchy stat, isn't it?
That's
to
wild.
connect those two together.
I'll connect anything, mate.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Who do we think's going to win the Champions League?
Oh God, Real Madrid. They fucking win every year.
I mean, you can't look past Real Madrid, can you?
They're stronger than last year, and they won it last year.
Do you think they are stronger than last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've got
100%.
Mbappe.
Exactly. That's why I don't think they're strong.
The only thing I will say is I was in Portugal on holiday and I watched a bit of the Super Cup.
Portugal.
It's Portugal holiday.
I've got
I
a
get
bobber
6
too.
weeks off.
I get paid. I've got a job. So I was watching a bit of the Super Cup.
Here comes the
and
money.
actually, Kylian Mbappe, weird to see him at number 9. Like he looked like he was awkward at number 9. So, and obviously they've got Rodrigo and fucking
Vinicius.
Yeah, Vinicius. And they're not 9s. So how's it all going to work?
Exactly. Those three players are not going to be pressing you all the time.
I mean, what a problem to have though.
Well, yeah,
yeah. Not the worst thing in the
What
world.
we can't quite fit Mbappe into a number 9.
Oh, I mean,
he'll do all right.
Shall we play Jude Bellingham or shall we play Valverde or shall we play Camavinga?
Can't see anyone looking past them.
No.
Bayern are in the decline.
Bayern are weird, mate. With Vincent Kompany in charge, they are so weird.
Yeah, you look at the English clubs. Obviously, City will challenge again.
Man United, hey, not you scumbags.
I've just done that about 90 seconds
Well, I've
ago.
just done it again.
Oh, right, okay.
Hey, Man United's not in there.
Fuck's sake.
Just done that.
Both of yours are getting edited out.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah.
Especially when he's in charge.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I'm in charge, is what I'm saying.
Before that. Bayern Munich.
It's Real Madrid or Man City, and I can't really look past any of them two. It's simple as that. Let's just skip to May and just let them play a final. Or we do NBA format and we just say, right, Real Madrid, Man City play 7 games.
Yeah.
Win the Champions
Best
League.
of 7.
I'd watch all 7 games.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I would.
I know. So we just need to do that.
What a format.
That would be great.
What? So you get everything done by February, and then the final is just 7 games of not a fucking straight out playoff football between Real Madrid and Man City.
Do you know the worst thing about it is not the worst thing about the Champions League, but the worst thing about this season? At the end of it, there is a stupid, absolutely pointless Club World Cup with 16 teams.
What?
It's got 6.
Club World Cup had 14.
No, it's got 16
It's got loads,
teams.
and you never see any of it until you get to
It's going to be in America.
Is that where the English teams just turn up to just play the semi-final and the final?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, what?
No. It's a reformatted Club World Cup.
Oh God.
So somehow Chelsea are in it.
Oh my God, this is a disgrace. Why? On what grounds have Chelsea got in it? Did they win the Fair Play League?
No, so they won the Champions League more recently than another English team. So it's like Man City are in it, Chelsea are in it, someone else in it.
Is this a Super League?
Surely
No, it's Club World Cup.
Surely they're just going to, all these teams, other than the smaller teams, are just going to send all their developmental players to this.
They just need to stop bringing in cups.
Yeah.
We just need one
if it
domestic
broke,
cup,
don't fix it.
One domestic cup, one European cup.
We've said this before. Scrap the League Cup, have it up to the Championship.
Yeah.
And
so
then,
you've got FA Cup, you've got your league, and you've got a Champions League.
You can do a treble. That's it.
This will also go out during international break.
We're watching that.
Which is fucking shit.
Lee Carsley's England.
Lee Carsley.
Let's set a petition to just stop international breaks.
Yeah.
England only get together 2 weeks before a major tournament.
How do they qualify for said major tournament?
You don't. You just automatically in because you're England.
Yeah.
Just pick the teams.
I can't believe he's picked Calvin Phillips again.
Was he really?
I mean, he probably will do.
Oh, right, okay.
Fuck the international breaks. Especially 3 weeks into the Premier League season.
No, it's not. This
is the
worst.
They've got what? There's one in September, there's one in October, and there's one in November.
Disgusting.
Because we're playing Nations League against Ireland, Greece, and fucking someone else. Like
pointless, isn't it?
Talking about this, there's rumours floating around because Pep Guardiola did not shut down the question from a report when he asked him about the England job. And obviously we've appointed an interim manager, so it seems and feels like the FA are waiting for someone to come free.
He's only got a year left, hasn't he?
He's only got a year left. And I don't think Guardiola would take the Spain job because of the whole politics between Spain and Catalan. So, boys, it could happen. The only downside, I'd say, if Guardiola was the England manager, he's the type of guy who wants to get them playing a certain way. He would want them all year round.
Yeah.
But if he's looking for a part-time gig, the England job's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely why they've not appointed anyone. They saw it was Nations League. They saw that
it don't matter.
It's meaningless.
There's no point rushing into it, is there?
Klopp's available as well.
Yeah.
Guardiola's in his last year.
Well, that's the thing. Klopp's already said he's taken a full year.
Yeah.
Because he got approached about the American job and he said no.
I'm calling it here now though. the 2026 World Cup final, England against Germany, Guardiola versus Klopp.
Oh,
that's the shout.
Amazing.
That is the shout.
So when we're million,
and I won't even care which one we had.
Looking through the looking glass.
When we've got 2 million subscribers by that point, we'll be able to look back on this
and we'll go, smashed it.
Yeah.
When we've got Lee Carsley in charge.
who'll look like Pep
Lee
Guardiola. When we've got Ted Lasso in charge.
Yeah, so obviously Euros was great. You get right into international football, but for the next 2 years, I could not care a bean about international football.
Nah, me neither.
Don't care.
We forgot to mention, talk us through your trip to Liverpool anyway. You went recently, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to a pre-season friendly, went to Liverpool, Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Can't say that, can you?
Do you know what? I struggle with Spanish.
Sevilla.
You said teeth.
Sevilla.
You can say Turkey all right though, can't you?
No.
Turkey.
Turkey. Anyway, yeah, so we went to a pre-season friendly, and so first time I've seen Liverpool or Anfield since they built a new stand. Even for the pre-season friendly, they filled it like 60,000 for a pre-season friendly. Was wild. Great view because we sat in the new stand, Anfield Road end.
Steep on it.
Yeah, but great view from all angles.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the best bit about it was there were some absolute screamer goals at my end.
100%.
Diego Jota outside of the left foot, volley into the top corner. Diaz top corner.
Yeah.
What else was there? There was 4 goals.
It was
3-0 in the first half.
That Neone.
Came on with an absolute
that
bullet.
Was nice
Bottom
finish
corner.
Yeah. Where's he play? Is he a defensive midfielder? Or
I don't know.
He came on as a midfield 3.
Did he?
Yeah, as a midfield 3 on the left.
Looked good though. 17-year-old kid.
But it was that game. So what I like about watching live football is when you watch it on telly, you're forced to watch what the camera's watching.
Yeah.
Whereas what I like to in a live game is for like 5 or 6 minutes, I'll pick one player and watch that player, right? Yeah. And the biggest thing I took away from it was, so you know how we say on this pod, like Mo Salah's a bit of a donkey. He is a bit of a donkey, right? But when you watch him, mate, you see a different side to him. Like, he's clever. Like, the way he creates space for himself, the way he shimmies to go and don't go, the way he comes to show and then goes, like, he's a nightmare for a defender. Because you might look on telly and you think, why does Mo Salah keep getting space?
Yeah.
He don't keep getting space. He creates his own space.
Yeah.
And, like, it was so good to watch just how good he is and just how fast he is.
He's
rapid.
I looked at Gravenberch because I knew, and obviously we spoke about Gravenberch before playing as a 6. Now, I think he's good enough to play there eventually. He's still a young kid. But the way that he got the ball and on the half turn straight away, no one could close him down because he was quick enough to turn out of trouble. Or if he wasn't quick enough to turn out of trouble, he'd pass an easy ball and move into space and then create his own. So I thought he was really good.
So
Then,
go on.
One more thing, and the last thing was my takeaway from that was, even in a pre-season friendly, so it'll be even better in the Prem and the Champions League, is just how little time you get if you play in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
You get no time, right? And this is my argument why I don't think Trent is good enough to play in the middle of the park, right? Because you're getting one touch before you need to play it.
Yeah.
And that's if you get a bit of space. You've got to be excellent to play in the middle of the park in professional levels at the top level.
Yeah, agreed.
So on this vein then, last thing about Liverpool is first 2 games, has anyone kind of impressed you? In terms of the way they've played, anyone that's come in and played a little bit differently, anyone that's kind of kicked on in terms of their form?
Soberslai's kicked on. He's a pressing machine.
I like the look of him in the midfield.
He suddenly seems fit, and he seems to be doing something slight. I don't know what he's doing different, but he's pressing. He's very, very good compared to what it was last season. And for me, Diaz has come back from Copa America.
End product.
I was going to say, Diaz looks like he's got
That's
end
what we
product
needed
now.
from him because he's electric.
He was missing that. Keeping Jota fit.
Yeah, that's
key.
really important. Yeah.
Because he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That front 3 now with Jota, Diaz, and Salah. We can keep all them fit.
That's your front 3.
That's your front 3, isn't it? I think the midfield, we always said that Szoboszlai and McAllister needed to play together.
Yeah.
But they need to be both in a place where they can actually make a difference in the game and impact.
They look really good together.
They look really good together. Gravenberch, I think he's looked strong in that 6, in that DM role. he has got some way to improve. He's not the finished article. I think we talked earlier before we started the pod in terms of, I think when the ball gets fired into him, he's not as good at distributing that ball quickly.
Yeah.
So when he's got time and space to pivot and move, he glides with the ball. But when it gets fizzed into him, I don't think he has that kind of ability. Yeah. And then in terms of defence, obviously, my boy Quansah went off Ipswich at half-time and he hasn't returned.
He's injured, though.
Did he actually go off injured? Because I know seen this, or if it's tactical.
He went
off tactical,
Ipswich was tactical, but he got injured.
I don't think we could tell you anything about the back five when you've played Ipswich and Brentford. No. It tells you nothing.
No. But going forward, do you think Konate and Van Dijk is where he wants to start, or do you think it's Van Dijk and Quansah?
I think Konate has more physical attributes than Quansah.
Agreed.
So I think that's the starting centre.
What were you going to say? Anything that surprised you? Anyone that surprised you?
No, nothing. Nothing surprised me because it's so difficult. Like if we'd have played Chelsea away or you know Man City at home, I mean we've got United. By the time this will have gone out, we'll have already played United. So that's an acid test. How well is that team going to be? But we'll be right in there. We'll be in there fighting for the title until the 30th game, and then I think we'll fade again.
I said something to you watching the pre-season game, and it's something that pissed me off, and I don't think I've seen it so far. Jota goes down far too easily. He goes down far too easily. He's got he's good in the air.
He's strong as well.
When he gets the ball with his back to goal, all the defender's got to do is come near and he falls down.
And then you see him elbow as well at the weekend.
Yeah, a little cheeky dig.
Little cheeky
Standard
one.
Sunday League rules.
Yeah.
So we'll have a quick little break. We'll come back for the final part.
Quizmaster Chris is back. That's what we're doing now.
It's not a quiz. All right, guys, welcome back to part 2. We're just going to wrap this one up. Well, how many parts? What do you mean? Why is there a part 3?
Because this is part 3.
Why has there been 2 parts?
Because we split talking about the Champions League and now we're back for this one, so that's 3 parts.
All right, technicality. All right, guys, welcome back to part 4.
Part 7. just for shits and gigs.
All right, we're just going to round off this episode with a couple of little, again, they're just top trumps games, but they're interested to get people's vibe on who survives on top trumps.
I'll go first this time.
I was going to say, who wants to go first this time? Because you're obviously going to get 2 different categories.
I'll go first.
So Christian wants to go first. So Christian, you've got, the category is peak players all time this century.
Wow.
This century.
Drill Quansah.
All right, are you ready?
Let's go for it.
Okay. Modric or Xavi?
Xavi.
Xavi or Toni Kroos?
Xavi.
Xavi or Luis Suarez? He loves a bit of Luis Suarez, doesn't he?
What a dick rider.
Luis Suarez.
Oh,
whoa, tap out. Luis Suarez or Wayne Rooney?
Suarez.
Luis Suarez or Patrick Vieira?
Suarez.
Suarez or Pirlo?
Suarez.
Bullis has got this. He's got this so wrong, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Some of these names that Suarez is beating here.
Horrendous.
Suarez or Neymar?
Suarez.
Suarez or Kaká?
Suarez.
Suarez or Lewandowski?
Suarez.
Oh my God, this is disgraceful. Suarez or Benzema?
Suarez.
Bullis is disgraced by this.
Let's go.
Luis Suarez or Busquets?
Oh, yeah, but how are you playing? Because
it's not positions. It's just peak players.
It's hard to compare. Suarez.
It's hard to get Suarez.
Suarez or Sergio Ramos?
Suarez.
Suarez or Sergio Aguero?
Go on, I'll go Aguero.
Oh, he finally tapped Suarez out.
I'll go Aguero.
Sergio Aguero or Carlos Puyol?
Aguero.
Aguero or Kevin De Bruyne?
De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne or Ronaldinho?
Ronaldinho. Best ever in the world.
Never, no.
Ronaldinho or R9 Ronaldo?
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho or Mbappe?
Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's my favourite player in the world.
Ronaldinho or Zidane?
Ronaldinho.
Fucking hell.
I don't think anyone's tapping Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho or Thierry Henry?
Oh, that's a hard one. Ronaldinho.
You should never be allowed on this pod again.
Ronaldinho or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho or Lionel Messi?
Oh, this is a good one, this. I dick ride both of them. Messi. It's got to be.
Oh, just at the end. So that's the end of the game.
You're a disgrace.
So some of them was
You
disgraceful.
You're an absolute disgrace.
You say disgrace, but you'd have ended at Messi as well.
Well, it would
I'm
have
not.
done.
I'm not talking about who's at the end. I'm talking about who you fucking started with. And
Luis Suarez defeated like 20 players.
Luis Suarez.
Royal Rumble.
Luis Suarez turned into Hitler and was
Class.
killing people everywhere.
All right, Bullis, you ready for yours before we end this
Born
pod?
ready, yeah.
All right, so yours is best goalkeepers all time.
Okay,
All right, are you ready to go?
ready.
You're wrong already.
Okay. David De Gea or Jens Lehmann?
Lehmann.
De Gea.
De Gea or Van der Sar?
Van der Sar.
Van der Sar or Fabian Barthez?
Van der Sar.
Van der Sar or David Seaman?
Van der Sar.
Van der Sar or Zubizarreta?
Who?
Van der Sar.
Zubizarreta.
The hell's that?
Spanish keeper. Van der Sar or Thibaut Courtois?
Ooh. I'm gonna go Van der Sar just.
Hell, Courtois got like 5 Champions Leagues, but whatever. Van der Sar or Edison?
Van der Sar.
Nah.
Van der Sar or Iker Casillas?
Casillas.
Yeah.
Casillas or Petr Cech?
Casillas.
Casillas or Peter Shilton?
I don't remember Pete Shilton, so Casillas.
Casillas or Dida?
Oh, Casillas.
Yeah.
Casillas or Taffarel?
Casillas.
Ain't he a Ninja Mutant Turtle?
Talking of Ninja Turtles. Casillas or Donnarumma?
Casillas.
Casillas or Alisson?
Oh. Casillas.
Yeah.
Casillas or Oliver Kahn?
Oliver Kahn was a great keeper.
Yeah. Was that your answer, or?
No, Casillas.
Wow. Casillas or Peter Schmeichel?
Oh. Casillas.
Casillas or Dino Zoff?
I don't remember.
Where's he
Dino's off? Casillas.
Casillas or Lev Yashin?
Lev Yashin.
Are you going with Lev Yashin?
I'm going with Lev Yashin.
Okay, great.
I hope she'll have hers in there.
Lev Yashin or Gianluigi Buffon?
Buffon.
Oh, Buffon
And
was...
finally, Buffon or Manuel Neuer?
Oh.
Buffon.
Yeah, Buffon.
Wow.
Buffon
So
does
the
it for
winner
me.
is
Gigi
Buffon.
Buffon.
Well done to Lev Yashin for getting in there though at the end. Well done. Top trick.
Nearly won.
If you'd have started with Lev Yashin, he'd have been my Luis Suarez.
Yeah. Played with a flat cap on. Amazing keeper.
Great keeper as well.
Yeah. All right, boys. That's it. That's in the books. That's another podcast.
I want to see
done.
more of this.
All right.
It's
Well,
good,
we've
though. I
got some
enjoyed
more
it.
for the
Why
next
don't you do
pod.
some?
And that's too much work.
We've got some more for the next pod, but they're not football related. They're a little bit quirky.
Okay.
So we will see you on the next one.
Peace.
Bye.